Hey everyone, I'm Trevor and I'm here to bring you a full tour of the San Diego Zoo Safari Park in 2023. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to make your trip here an enjoyable one. We're going to cover the food, the attractions, the exhibits, and more. So let's get going. From the moment that you step into the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, I highly recommend you grab a map and schedule right here off to the right-hand side. This is a big park, and getting a map will be absolutely crucial for you to navigate this huge zoo. Right across from where you get maps, there are stroller and wheelchair rentals if you need them. They have wheelchairs as well as electric scooters. The wheelchairs are $16, the electric scooters are $60. And right behind that, if you do need some lockers, they are available to rent. I think we've only used this once in the 50 times we've come to the safari park, but we have used it and you may need use of it as well. A big change coming here to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park is that Elephant Valley is partially closed. Usually you would use the path behind me to get down to the elephants, but now you have to go down and around through the area with the gorillas, down the elevator, through Lion Camp, and then you can get to Elephant Valley. It is still partially open, but it's currently closed for renovation. This renovation is expected to last and through 2024. They are expanding Elephant Valley. They're also going to be adding in a restaurant. It's very exciting what they're planning to do here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. These next few items aren't necessarily new things. They're things that happened in the past that we're looking forward to hopefully in 2023. And that is that in the last year to year and a half, the bat area has closed. Now it had reopened after COVID, so I know it's not a COVID thing, but it has closed down again, and it's been temporarily closed for about a year. And hopefully maybe 2023 will be the year that we can see the bat house reopen. Another change that happened because of COVID is they added this fence in the middle of the petting corral, and the goats can choose to stay on the right-hand side and not interact with people. Guests are only allowed to pet the goats that are on their side of the fence. Initially, this was because the goats needed to reacclimate to being around people, but here we are nearly 3 years later, and it's still separated, so I think that's a change that's here to stay. Another thing that has disappeared here from the safari park is Lorikeet Landing. They've taken away all the signage and it just says closed now, so I don't even think this is going to reopen. Those of you that might remember the lemur walk, this is another casualty from the last couple of years. They have gibbons in here now, but you cannot enter the area and the lemurs are completely gone. And there's one of those gibbons up in the tree there. We're going to work methodically around the park for you and go in a clockwise pattern. First up is going to be Walkabout Australia. Here in Walkabout Australia, there are a variety of animals that you want to make sure that you see. Right behind me in the Walkabout area is the Western Gray Kangaroo. Now they also have a red-necked wallaby here as well. But in the greater Walkabout Australia area, you'll find the Matschie's tree kangaroo, the emus, and an animal that you can only find here outside of Australia, and that's the platypus. There are no platypuses. There are no platypuses anywhere else outside of Australia except here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. With any of the animals here in Walkabout Australia, you need to be extremely patient. We've been coming to the safari park for years and never seen the tree kangaroo as active today as he was. And the platypus. We've also come multiple times and not been able to see the platypus, so to see him today was an absolute treat. A small offshoot from the Walkabout Australia area is the Bonsai Pavilion. This isn't a very popular area, so there's usually plenty of space to walk around. And if you love plants, it's an absolute must-see, especially to enjoy all the bonsai trees. Next up behind me, the path splits. If you head off this direction, you'll be going to the World Garden. And if you go this direction, you'll be headed towards Condor Ridge. The World Garden is exactly what it sounds like. It is a big world of plants. So if that sounds interesting to you, you'll definitely want to check it out. There is no connecting path in the World Garden though, so what goes up must come down. It doesn't connect anywhere else, and it is a long path. It's also not paved, so you can't take a stroller or things like that up there very easily. Condor Ridge is home to the California condor, the bighorn sheep, North American bald eagle, and a variety of other birds as well. Condor Ridge is also home to some of the most beautiful views of the safari park. Connecting Condor Ridge and the Tiger Trail is the Arbor Walk. This always reminds me of California's national parks. Next up is the Tiger Trail. Now, if you head off to the path to our left, it currently doesn't go anywhere. But once they complete their upgrade of Elephant Valley, I was told that this should connect. So no longer will it be a dead end. For now, you have to head off this direction. Because I can't not do it. Behold the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water. O2H, O2H. The only thing you're gonna find in the Tiger Trail is tigers. There are 3 tiger locations with a tiger in each of them. It was a rare treat today to be able to see all 3 out and up close. We're having a great day today. Families with children will want to be aware that there is a playground just off of the Tiger Trail. Our kids love it. In order to continue through the rest of the zoo, you do have to come back to Safari Base Camp. Next up is Nairobi Village. Now, there are lots and lots of trails in here. The key features here of Nairobi Village that you're going to want to take note of are going to be an interactive kids area where they can talk to Robert the zebra, the big Mombasa Lagoon, and the petting crawl.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm doing well as well.
Do you have any fun zebra facts for me?
I mean, I know lots of zebra facts. We could run like 40 miles per hour, except for me. I could run 41 miles per hour. And then we can also live to be about like 40 years old too.
Excellent, but not you. You're 41 years old, right?
Well, excuse me, sir. I'm only 15. Oh, wow. I'm an old man. That's pretty rude, dude.
The Nairobi Village and Mombasa Lagoon has one of my favorite birds, the greater Argus pheasant right there. When he makes a sound, he sounds like he's going, oh, wow. He was doing it a little bit ago, but probably not right now. There are so many animals throughout this area. You're just gonna have to explore and check them all out for yourself. We're currently walking down a path that connects the Mombasa Lagoon with the African woods. We have temporarily bypassed the gorilla forest. We'll catch that on the way back. As of the time of this filming, all of the birds that are housed here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park are off exhibit for the avian flu. They have been off exhibit for quite some time, and I don't know when to expect them back. The African woods area of the San Diego Zoo Safari Park is home to animals like the okapi behind me, the Gerenuk, the gazelle, the addax, animals like that you can expect to find in African plains. You're gonna find those here in the African woods area. These pillars here mark the boundary between African woods and the African outpost area. Such lush greenery. I love this view right here. 95% of the African outpost area are birds. And with the avian flu really running rampant right now and all of the birds off exhibit, there's really nothing here in this particular loop except the cheetah and the warthog. That doesn't mean you shouldn't come down here though, because it offers beautiful vistas as well as a water play area during the hot months of the year where you can cool off and the kids love it. Now we're walking into the lion camp area, which unfortunately is missing its male, having recently passed away. But they do have 3 females currently out on exhibit, and it is a beautiful exhibit for them. Just sad to say that the male is no longer here. It was always awesome to hear that lion roar. You could hear him roar from really most places in the park. A lion's roar can be heard from miles away, and it was a special treat. Unfortunately, it's past. So if you want to get to Elephant Valley, you still can. You just have to come up this path. So it is a little bit a roundabout way of getting there. It's not as easy as it used to be. Next up is the African Plains area. Now, honestly, if you want to see the animals in the African Plains, you're best off taking the African Tram because this is about as close to this area as we can get. There are animals on the hills as you look around. There's some out there, maybe some the like Ankole cattle, and there's usually giraffes around. I don't know where they are at the moment, but lots and lots of space out here on the African Plains. If you want to see the elephants during the renovation, you have to come in here to the herb garden. This signage is new, and I wonder if the opening of this path is new, because I don't really recall this in the past, but they do have elephant viewing through here. And this is the new area where you can see the elephants. They have access to this whole upper area here, and they're all hanging out way down there at the end, the furthest away that we can see. To get out of this lower area, you do have to come to the elevator and go back up. That's the only way in and out of this lower portion of the safari park at the moment, with Elephant Valley closed for renovations. And the final area of the San Diego Zoo Safari Park to cover is the gorilla forest. Of course, there are gorillas here. The gorilla forest is home to both male and female gorillas of a variety of ages. They have young ones, teenagers that get quite rowdy, and some older ones that just like to sit around. Next up, let's talk about food. Here in Safari Base Camp, there's a variety of food options, from Congo Kitchen, which offers hot dogs and nachos, to the Barking Deer, which sells pizza and beer. Right across the way from both of those is Thorn Tree Terrace, which is easily one of the larger places where you can get some food at the safari park. They offer breakfast in the morning, as well as lunch items beginning at 11. One of my favorite things to get here at Thorn Tree Terrace are their rice bowls. If you need your morning cup of coffee, come over here to Safari Coffee Outpost and grab a cup to enjoy throughout the park. In the Mombasa Lagoon area, there are two dining locations that you want to take note of. One is the Oasis Deli. In here, they have sandwiches and salads, as well as some other sweet treats. And the second one is the Mombasa Cooker. This one always has some more unique foods. They've got a different variety of chicken tenders and some specialty burgers as well. Next, in the African Woods area, is the Mawazo Kitchen. Here you're gonna get your Mexican flavors, from tacos to a Baja burger, as well as chips and guac. Connected to that is the Mawazo Woods play area, which is great for kids to burn off some energy while they're waiting for food or after. Down in the African Outpost area is Okavango Outpost, offering sandwiches, salads, nachos, and more. One of the best places to eat here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park is the Watering Hole. Now, the Watering Hole has reservations that you can make, or you could try and get on the walk-up list, but seating is limited. It is amazing views of the African plains, and the food is pretty great. This is a sit-down location, so it's not a quick service. You sit down, you get a menu, you order your food. There are several paid activities that you can do here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. One of them is behind me. This big hot air balloon is only $20 a person to go up. Now, it's a little windy here today, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's not running quite today. It is based on the weather. But they also have zip lining called the Flightline Safari. We did that. It was an absolute blast. They have cart safari tours, caravan safari tours, where you can go up and you can feed the giraffes, and other just special up-close VIP type tours. You'll have to check out their website. I'll link to it right now above here, so that you can take a look at some of those paid activities that are special, that enhance your visit here at the safari park. They are a little bit pricey. The hot air balloon is the cheapest at $20. We did the deluxe Flightline Safari when we did it, which was like $129 a person. But you also got a 30-minute up-close tour as a part of that experience. So you'll have to take a look at the packages whenever you're considering purchasing these upgrades. Get a taste of an African safari here at the Africa Tram. This is an absolutely free experience here at the safari park, and you cannot miss it. It is a 25-minute tram ride that will take you around an area of the safari park you cannot see anywhere else. Trains begin departing at 9:15 a.m. So walk straight here is my recommendation to avoid a line, and you can go see the Africa Tram. Another one of those paid opportunities is the Roar and Snore campground, where you can sleep over here with the animals in the safari park. It's not so much roar anymore with that lion gone though. Right here at the entrance of the park, they have a carousel, which you can pay $6 per person to ride this carousel if you want to. There's actually quite a few people on the carousel today. And according to their website, that $6 gets you unlimited rides. So ride it as often as you like. When you're planning your visit to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park in 2023, I'd highly recommend checking out their website and looking at the dates that you're planning on coming. They have a variety of events that go on here. At the beginning part of the year, they'll have the Butterfly Garden open, which is something you don't want to miss if you have the opportunity to do that. They also have special fall events where they'll have food and activities going on throughout the park, live music. And then at Christmas time, they have a special Christmas light presentation that happens after dark in the main area of the zoo. These are just things that will level up your experience. So if you are thinking about coming during one of those event times, you might consider a weekend, which is usually when these events are taking place. Well, that is it for our time here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button for more content. And if you have questions, please drop them down in the comments. I'm always happy to answer them to make your trip as best as it possibly can be. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.